I've came down to the port. This is a Saturday morning. My rent's just about up at my boarding house that I'm staying at, my pension house that I'm staying at here in Cebu City. And I decided to come down to try to find me a boat, and I'm at passenger terminal number 1, and it's kind of chaotic, of course. You come down here, you got some fast jet boats here, the Super Cat, To Go Travel. These are the fast boats. And then you've got, try to get through here if I can, then you've got the Sam Express, which is also a fast boat. And then you move on down, you come on down to the Lite Ferry shipping. And I have arranged a boat for Monday morning, 7 o'clock. I've got to be here at 6 o'clock with copies of my registration on the motor. And for 700 pesos, I'll leave here at 7 o'clock. I'm not sure about the time, probably a couple hours to get there. And 700 pesos each way for me and my motorcycle. I'm going to ask real quick. How long a boat ride is it to Bohol? How long a boat ride to Bohol?
2 hours and a half.
2.5 hours. Salamat. Okay, thank you. All right, 2.5 hours to get there. And here's some other boats down here. Kolongkang. I've taken the Lite, so I'm going to go ahead and go with the Lite instead of getting prices. But we have another options. I know the Kokoliong goes. I think I'll just go ahead and get a price while I'm here. I'm here on a budget, so I might as well ask questions. Well, I've decided to pass it up. They're cutting in line in front of me. I don't want to have to deal with that again today. So I'm going to move on. I know Lite Shipping. I've been there before, so I'm going to go ahead and use them. This passenger terminal number 1, you're going to have your tickets, your boarding tickets and everything to get in there. I'm not sure I'm going to have time to tape this when I come in on Monday or Tuesday, so I'll go ahead and tape it now. Looks like a pretty busy place here. There's the Kokoliong there. I'm not sure where the Lite Ferry is going to leave. They'll tell me. But there's the Kokoliong shipping right there. Several boats all the way down. And then there's your Lite Ferry back over here. Very, very busy here today. Loaded up. I'm on one of the bigger boats now. Let's see if I can get off here real quick to make a video. But this is one of the bigger boats, one of the bigger ferries. It's quite a hassle getting on here. This is called the Lite Ferry 1. There's a lot of room in here. This is a bigger one that I've been on before. I'm leaving for here and I'm going to Tubigon or something over on Bohol. Tagbilaran. It's on the west coast. It's the shorter trip. It's 2.5 hours. And if I were to take the other one to go on down to whatever, it would take me 4.5 hour trip. So I'm here at 7 o'clock and I'm able to get on here. Now, getting in here and getting paid up is really a challenge. You've got to go down here to this office over here, and it was 780 pesos, and then you have to go over to this office over here. That was an additional 45 pesos. But the aggravating thing, which I expected, was that everybody runs, especially the locals that knew the guys, that came in there and threw their papers up ahead of me, and I was the very last one to get checked out. At 7 o'clock we're supposed to depart right now. Well, I got over here back over to the boat, and then they tell me I had to go back in and get Coast Guard approval. So I had to go back through, pull all of my paperwork out, go through the Coast Guard, get their signature on it, come back over here again, and then get loaded up. So today was a little bumpier than the other trips that I've had on the other vessels. I mean, leaving from the other cities and going across. But this is a 2.5 hour voyage, and it's quite a ways. Bigger boat, bigger cost. So overall cost me 900 to 1,000 pesos to get on board here. They're loading the rest of the cargo up here. Apparently they're not taking on any more vehicles. And we're getting ready for a 2.5 hour excursion. I'm just glad I'm here. I'm going to get over to Bohol. I've got Henry gave me an insight to a pension house in Tagbilaran. And so if I can get over to Tagbilaran, get checked in tonight, get a good shower, get unpacked, and try to see you guys uploading, I'll be pretty happy. Actually, I'm real happy anyway. I'm enjoying this part of my journey. It's somewhat of a challenge, but I like coming in here and having these challenges and getting through these challenges and showing you guys the steps of what y'all have to go through with the different offices here, so you're going to be more prepared. Now there's a couple over here that's got a motorcycle parked over here, and they're mad because they got over here, they didn't have the paperwork. This guy's been coming here a while, he should have known, but he didn't have copies of his registration, his OCR. He didn't have the right paperwork, so they had to go get copies, and then they finally got back here. And he's mad. He's still mad about it because he said everything he completed is just a requirement. But make copies of your registration, make copies of your extension. You pay for your registration every year and renew it, so your original registration stays the same. But make sure you got copies of those. And it'd be a good idea to keep your original with you. I don't have it. It's back in my apartment, and I haven't been asked for it yet. But the Coast Guard did ask the other couple for their original, so somehow they let me through it. But I've traveled all the way to here. I'm almost on Bohol now, and I haven't asked for my original. So let me get upstairs, relax, and enjoy myself, and have a few waters, and talk with that other couple that finally made it. He's an Englishman with a Filipino wife. So I'll try to get some pictures on board once we're underway. So we'll see you in a little while. Okay, we're underway now on this the Lite Ferry 1, and right off the port bow, the starboard bow, is the big SM City again. Kind of gives you an idea how big that mall really is. But we're underway. 900 pesos is about what it cost. And the aggravation of getting through everything, but it actually, all in all, it turned out pretty good. Let me see if I can zoom in on that mountain. You can see those big estates up there in the mountain with the sun the way it is. Those are all real expensive homes. This is where the elite live. And this is looking to the stern, Cebu City, as we leave. Mandui Bridge. No, actually that's the coast highway there. Out on the aft deck now. It's a 2.5 hour run from here to Bohol. The seas should be calm today. I waited one more day before I left. I was paid up for a month, and I wanted to make sure that, you know, each day that I stayed here, I was able to, you know, the seas were able to calm down a little more. You see those little boats behind the ships there? Those are fishermen. There was a whole flock of them. Here's one guy here in a little small outrigger boat. But they're fishermen that use their little hand lines behind the boats, try to catch what they can. You see the water line. You don't see much of the red on that ship, which means she's loaded down heavy. She's full of cargo waiting to offload. On down from SM City, in my earlier Cebu videos, I showed you the resorts that are going on. Actually not a resort, but just a big condominium project. And there it is down there. seas are actually flat out here today. We're not offshore yet, but right now it's just absolutely flat, which is nice. Good visibility, no range, flat calm seas. You can't ask for a better trip.